Hi, this is Ravi, and you are listening to me on the Nifty BN channel. Welcome to the latest episode of the Post Market Analysis series, where we would be analyzing the equity and derivatives data and try to assess the range and market positioning for the upcoming day. Want to meet like minded traders and discuss option strategies, adjustments, and more? Just type in Discuss Nifty in your Telegram search box and join the friendly trader community. The Nifty 50 index witnessed an intraday movement of about 261.9 points on Tuesday, May 4th. The index settled between a high and low of 14,723.40 and 14,461.50 level before closing 137.65 points or 0.94% down at 14,496.5. All the broad market indices ended in the red, suggesting profit taking across the board. Except for Nifty PSU Bank, all the other sectoral indices ended in the red. SBI Life, BPCL, and ONJC were the top gainers in the Nifty 50 index, rising 2.65%, 1.57%, and 1.44% respectively. With a gain of 9.28%, Punjab National Bank emerged as the top gainer in the Nifty Bank index. Among all securities, sugar stocks dominated the losers list as profit taking emerged on the counter at higher levels. Punjab National Bank, SAIL, BHEL, IDEA, and Bank of Baroda emerged as the five topmost active securities by volume, while Bajaj Finance, Tata Steel, SAIL, Adani Ports, and State Bank of India emerged as the five topmost active securities by value. Aditya Birla Money Limited, Shreyans Industries Limited, and Angel Broking Limited were among the top volume gainers. About 8 stocks, including Infibeam Avenues Limited, Kalyan Jewelers India Limited, and Supreme Engineering Limited, hit a fresh 52-week low on the NSE. City Union Bank, Alchem Laboratories, Nestle India, HCL Tech, Tech Mahindra, Nippon Life India Asset Management, Infosys, HDFC, Hindustan Unilever, Colgate Palmolive India, HDFC AMC, and L&T were the F&O stocks that had more than 50% delivery volumes. High delivery volumes suggest large buying interest. Again, tech and FMCG stocks are dominating the list, which indicates investors have found a safe haven in these counters amid the COVID crisis. 29 stocks witnessed long build-up. A price rise with the rise in open interest suggests long build-up. The top 10 stocks where long positions are building up are SRF, RBL Bank, Punjab National Bank, Power Finance Corporation, SBI Life Insurance Company, SAIL, Bata India, Torrent Power, Marico, and Bharat Electronics. 67 stocks saw short build-up. A fall in price with the rise in open interest suggests short build-up. The top 10 stocks where short positions are building up are Tata Chemicals, M&M Financial Services, Emphasis, Cipla, the Federal Bank, Tech Mahindra, L&T Finance Holdings, L&T Technology Services, Pi Industries, and Asian Paints. Stocks witnessing short buildup being more than stocks witnessing long buildup reflects the bearish sentiment in the market. The top 10 stocks where long unwinding is seen are Coforge, Bajaj Finserv, Navin Fluorine International, Exide Industries, Glenmark Pharma, Mindtree, Aarti Industries, Pfizer, Deepak Nitrite, and TVS Motor Company. And finally, the top 10 stocks where short covering is seen are ICICI Prudential Life Insurance Company, Voltas, Nippon Life India Asset Management, Alembic Pharma, IDFC First Bank, Tata Power Company, Adani Enterprises, REC, Max Financial Services, and Adani Ports and SEZ. Now to the FII DII data analysis. As always, let's start with the retail investors. The retail investors were slightly bullish on the index futures and extremely bearish on the stock futures. But they were bullish on both stock and index options. They added a huge amount of longs in index call options and also added some shorts in index put options. They exhibited the same behavior in stock options also, as they added a huge amount of longs in stock call options and also added some shorts in stock put options. Now to domestic institutional investors. The DIIs were bullish in the cash market but were bearish in the F&O counter. They added net short positions in index futures, stock futures, and stock call options. Now to the key players, the FIIs. The FIIs were bearish on index futures and bullish on stock futures. They were net bullish on index options as they added more number of longs in index call options than they added longs in index put options. They were bearish though on stock options as they added shorts in stock call options and longs in stock put options. And finally to pros. The pros were bullish on index futures and bearish on stock futures. They were extremely bearish on both index and stock options, as they added net shorts in call options and net longs in put options. Now to the cash market. Foreign institutional investors net sold Indian stocks worth 1772.37 crore, while domestic institutional investors net bought shares worth rupees 987.34 crore on May 4th as per provisional data available on NSE. The FIIs have sold rupees 7526.9 crore over the last 3 sessions. This trend has to stop if we have to see a meaningful recovery in the markets. As indicated in yesterday's video, Nifty found resistance in the zone of 14650, 14700 and took support at its 100 DMA and managed to close just above it. Now as long as the index keeps its head above the 14400, 14500 level, it will attempt to test the 14700, 14800 zone again. 14150 to 14250 is the next support zone on the downside, while on the upside, immediate hurdle exists at 14750 levels, where there seems to be a confluence of resistance points. As many as 22 companies will come out with their results tomorrow, with the prominent names being Tata Steel, Deepak Nitrite, Adani Enterprises, SRF, and Adani Green. This will also add to the intraday volatility. Thank you for watching. Please post any questions you have in the comment section. Also, do not forget to like and share the video and subscribe to the channel. To find us on Twitter, Telegram, and Facebook, use the username NiftyBN. Also, we post some of our trades to the community tab, so do not forget to check that from time to time.